The room went silent the moment the cake hit my daughter's cheek. A slow, stunned silence, the kind that makes every heartbeat feel like a hammer. I didn't rush to her, I didn't shout, I didn't even blink. My daughter froze, frosting dripping down her jaw like a bruise made of sugar. My son stood beside her, wide-eyed, clutching the empty cake tray with both hands. Guests stared. Some laughed nervously. And my sister, perfect, glowing in her white engagement dress, smiled like she'd won something. "That's what happens when you bring garbage to my party," she said. Then she looked at me, waiting for a reaction, expecting it. But all I did was inhale once, slow and controlled. She didn't know that moment was the last time she'd ever get to hurt any of us. I turned away, wiping frosting from my daughter's lashes with my thumb. My sister thought my silence meant defeat. She had no idea it meant war. People like to say families don't pick favorites. Mine never bothered to hide it. My parents adored her from the moment she existed. They gave her the bigger room, the better toys, the benefit of every doubt. I got the leftovers. The shoulda been you. The why aren't you more like her? My sister learned early that she didn't need to be good. She just needed to be theirs. She took money from me, time, credit for things I built. And my parents would shrug, as if my purpose in the family was to be her rehearsal stage. I thought adulthood would fix it. It didn't. They just found new ways to use me, including the house, the one I bought, the one I let them move into temporarily, the one they slowly treated as theirs, rent-free, gratitude-free, respect-free. And I tolerated it, because my kids deserved grandparents, even if they were lousy ones. But that night, when my daughter stood there humiliated, something old and heavy inside me snapped its chains. After the cake incident, my parents didn't comfort my children. They didn't scold my sister. They didn't apologize. My mother smirked, sipping champagne. My father snorted, overreacting as usual. And my sister? She strutted across the dance floor, lifted her glass, and toasted to family who knows their place. I knew then that if I didn't change everything, I'd be raising my children in a lineage of cruelty masquerading as tradition. When we left the party, my daughter cried in the back of the car. My son stared out the window, silent. I gripped the steering wheel, pulse steadying into something cold, sharp. I didn't want revenge, not at first. I wanted freedom. But with people like them, freedom is indistinguishable from payback. The next morning, I didn't yell or confront anyone. That would have given them power. Instead, I opened my laptop, pulled up the mortgage account, the one in my name only. The house they lived in, the house they bragged about hosting holidays in, the house they claimed as the family home. I stopped the payments, just like that. No drama, no warning, no guilt. I let the silence do the work. Then, quietly, methodically, I contacted the bank, arranged everything legally, filed the notices, prepared the paperwork. The eviction process didn't require malice, just signatures. Funny how vengeance can fit in a single envelope. It took a month before they noticed. A month of my parents lounging in a living room they no longer owned. A month of my sister planning bridal showers on a porch she believed she deserved. Then the envelope arrived. My phone rang within minutes. My sister didn't start with hello. She screamed, "What the hell is this? Why is the bank saying the house is being repossessed? Fix it." I kept my voice level. It's not my problem anymore. "You can't do that. This is our house." "No," I said. "It was mine. And now it's the bank's. You're on your own." I could hear her breath hitch. Not from sadness. People like her don't feel that. From fear. Real fear. "You think you can just drop us like this?" she stammered. "I didn't drop you," I said. "You jumped." I hung up. They scrambled, of course. My parents begged the bank. My sister blamed everyone except herself. But the math was simple. They had no savings, No backup plan, no idea how much I'd been covering all these years. Every unpaid mortgage notice was a reminder I was the foundation. They were the termites. And I finally stopped letting them chew. Within 6 weeks, the house was empty. Furniture on the curb, their belongings stuffed into borrowed cars. My sister's wedding plans placed on indefinite hold. And the best part? I never raised my voice. Never threatened, never insulted. I simply ended the charity they mistook for obligation. My sister called once more, her voice small this time. Why would you do this? I looked at my children playing in the yard, laughing, unburdened, healing. Because you taught me, I said. You showed me exactly how little you think of us. I just stopped giving you access to what you never appreciated. She exhaled shakily. So that's it? We're nothing to you now? I thought about it. Really thought. No, I answered. You're not nothing. You're just not my responsibility anymore. I hung up for the final time. The silence afterward wasn't empty. It was peaceful, like the first breath after surfacing from too deep underwater. My kids came running toward me, frosting long forgotten, futures unshadowed. I opened my arms, and for the first time in my life, I didn't feel less, or overlooked, or used. I felt free. And freedom, I've learned, is the sweetest revenge of all.